Census Bureau and its team made an extraordinary effort. I think it was supplemented by the fact that when the Obama administration took office, they made additional resources available. Many people's eyes gloss over when they look at a set of numbers and statistics. Our job is to be interpreters. Our job is to be simplifiers. Our job is also in the institutions of higher education to educate tomorrow's policy makers that statistics and facts are the undergirding component of good, strong, effective public policy.
We're measuring business involvement of the African American population. And there the story is really dramatic and wonderful, I think. So between 2002 and 2007, the rate of black-owned businesses increased 60.5% to 1.9 million.
What we're really going to focus on during our discussion this morning is the African American migration from the cities to suburbs, and looking specifically at the work that the National Urban League has done around their 8-point plan to educate, employ, and empower. We're going to do a drill down on the impact of on this migration.
We're seeing a trend move for people looking to start their own businesses, figure out a way to do it themselves. One of the mantras we have in our office is, if you can work for yourself and we can help you build your business and increase your revenues, then you can hire somebody.
We're needing to teach or have a different approach to learning that focuses or at least allows for the idea of creative thinking, innovation, and still, instead of this, let's memorize and regurgitate so that we can pass the test. And we haven't seen a plan out of this administration so far that pushes a different type of education that's consistent with the skills that we'll need in the future.
If we believe that it's in the national interest to have more STEM participants, then we have to create that. In 1959, we believed that the Russians were going to beat us to the moon. Therefore, we created the National Defense Student Loan Program. Remember, they were National Defense Student Loan Programs, then they changed it to National Direct. Defense Student Loan Programs were designed to make sure that more students could matriculate, that we could be better prepared to beat the Russians. This was our impetus. Well, we don't seem to have the same kind of impetus to want to be prepared, I won't say to beat, but at least to compete.
The history of unemployment, of not being in the labor force as a discouraged worker, suggests at the double the unemployment rate, you have essentially a preference queue. And when you have a booming economy, as you did in the 90s, the Clinton years, it got down enough in the preference queue to cut black poverty rates to 25%, the lowest in decades.
Places where businesses have grown within the minority community, it comes back to the sort of three basics for successful business: management, finance, and market. Education and entrepreneurship go together. We still have to fight that finance part because there is still discrimination in financing. There are fewer opportunities through government programs. And then the question of market. We are not immune to market forces.